shake the whole planet. Y'all about to shake the whole planet. Who are we, Hebrew planet? The Bruce waking up, they can't stand it. Hit one more time, more damage. Y'all about to shake the whole planet. Who are we, Hebrew planet? Let the thing sink, Titanic. Hit one more time, more damage. Open up the book, read the canons. Find us right there, transatlantic. The Bruce waking up, they can't stand it. Y'all about to shake the whole planet. Y'all about to shake the whole planet. Who are we, Hebrew planet? About to take over the whole planet. Last one.
Okay, listen, we right here, back at it. As you can see, I'm a guest. She's a guest. We both got guests. I'm here with my beautiful wife, Dejyah, from Learning as She Grows. So big shout out to you, Dejyah. Shalom.
Shalom. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me, because apparently we are streaming directly to your channel as well.
Yes.
And so, those individuals that's on your channel, shalom to all of you. And we wanted to do this here broadcast together because you brought this video to me today, and I just had to go live about it today. And Dejyah, you was like, yeah, I'm going to be talking about that today too.
Right.
So I guess, before we go too far into the discussion of, this internalizing self-hate that our people have because of colonization, before we get too deep into this, I want to first just say shalom to everybody that's watching. Yep. The few sisters are tapping in with us, and a couple brothers are tapping in with us. So this is a real important conversation that we got to have. And the video that we're going to be reviewing, it's disturbing, man.
And it's sad. It's disturbing sad. And it's sad. And it's a sad reality that a lot of people have. So.
Yeah. And I don't want to just jump right into the video just yet, because I want to make sure to get this image up on the screen that we got here.
They gotta see the pictures to truly understand what we're going to be talking about.
Right. So let me go ahead and just share that real fast, because I need y'all to understand, look what this woman is saying right here. She's saying, y'all know exactly why Black women do not wear their own hair. Right. And she says in the video that Black women look masculine wearing their own hair. That's what she said.
I want to know who's the y'all she's talking about. And I want to know, what is this collective reason that she's speaking about that we all know this is the one reason why? Where did she get this from? Who took the survey and was like, this is the reason why they wear wigs?
Listen, we're going to talk about it today, because this is getting to a point now where if people are not seeing that our people are truly destroyed at this point, and that we have to do something desperately, we just have to desperately cleave to the Almighty Yah. If people are not seeing that at this point, I don't even know what else we could say. It's getting to a place now where this whole thing, as far as our people are concerned, we are left with nothing. We have been stripped down to the last bit of our integrity.
I honestly, I'm questioning if we even have integrity at this point. I don't know if we have any.
Man,
I don't.
Listen, I know some people want to see this video. Put a one in the chat if y'all ready to see this video, cause I don't see a whole. It's not a whole lot of people here with us yet, so I don't want to play. I'm gonna have to keep playing it because it's just that disturbing. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm seeing some of the ones coming in. They ready to see this video, man. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and give it to them. But before I do, I know I see the one. Before I do, I'm gonna have to go ahead and share that this here video that y'all are tuning into right now is also connected to another video that I did just earlier today, broadcasting about the forced entry, which is the American way. It's a long history that America and Europeans have in general to forcing themselves on people. And
Mhm.
I did a broadcast earlier today covering this particular subject, which YouTube decided that they didn't want to get that out there to the people. It's still up on the channel, but it was flagged to some degree. Uh, it's messed up because all I
You're
did was
saying
tell
too
the
much.
truth. I
Sis,
told
you
the
were
truth.
saying too much though. You
I
already know, like when you're too loud, they have to censor it. And I know you talked about censoring as well, like why it's important for us to build up our own platforms. That way you don't have to worry about being censored.
yeah,
Um, because they didn't like what you had to say, even though they did a whole documentary on Max about it, and that was okay. But when you start actually tying in the real things of why this is even happening, that's when it got a little bit too loud.
yeah, yeah. They like as soon after the video was done, after I did the live, I went to go check to see, what happened if everything was good with it. It looked like it was good, but then when I went to review it and watch it, they muted certain parts of the video that they didn't want people to hear.
Hmm.
And they also said that the video was inappropriate for some audiences. And we wasn't talking and we wasn't showing anything explicit. I was just explaining what happened in the documentary, and then I tied it back to how this here is a part of their culture. Like Hollywood is the same as the government. The government in Hollywood, they
Yeah.
they do the same things when it comes down to exploiting people. And I talked a little bit about the migrants, how the migrants are coming into the United States and how they want us, so-called black people, to put on our capes and start fighting against the migrants when we really don't have any power. We don't have any say about anything that's going on because we have no ownership of anything. So this is what colonization has done to us. It's completely destroyed us. And I just wanted to use this video that I'm about to share right now as further evidence of the destruction of our people. I mean, it's
I just,
it's go ahead.
if I can say right quick too, it's funny that they say to you that it's not appropriate for certain audiences, but these are real shows that were produced and aired for young audiences. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty wild. And before I get into what we talked about in that video earlier, I'm gonna just go ahead and show the people this really quick. Here we go. And this, make sure, let me know, put a one in the chat if y'all can hear it.
Women do with their hair. So many white girls bleach the fuck out of their hair.
First of all, it's not the same. White women bleaching their hair or straightening their hair is not the same as what we do. And I'm going to go there. So I know the sister's going to pretend they don't understand what I'm saying. This woman talked about how she had a head full of natural hair. Most Black women do not have long hair. They do not have long natural hair. Black hair does not grow. It does not grow at the same speed as other races. If you are one of the unicorns where you can cut your hair one day and in 2 months or 3 months you got inches, you know you're a rare breed. When we cut our hair, that's it. It's going to take a little while for it to grow. Damage or undamaged. Drinking water or not drinking water. Why do you think one of the major ways to make money is to sell Black women growth oils? Even from Madam C.J. Walker to right now, you want to make a quick buck, sell a growth oil. Our hair does not grow like that. It doesn't. And I'm going to go here. I do not look feminine with natural hair. Then
Hold up. Did she just say, Dejyah, you're going to have to get a commentary on this one, man. Because I don't want to say anything that's about to get this channel flagged again.
Okay.
Yo, this can't be real. What did she just, Dejyah, please don't.
She is, I guess this is based off of her experience. She is saying that Black women's hair cannot grow, does not grow. That's why we always flock into the growth oils and growth elixirs and whatever else she's talking about, and that it doesn't grow at the same rate as everybody else. And that even if you're doing all the right things you should be doing to take care of your hair, it's still not going to grow as fast as somebody else's. And that's a lie. Like, that's literally a lie. And I used to subscribe to this lie.
But we have to get, before we get all into that, let's get back to this part though, Dejyah. Hold on.
Now, you want to make a quick buck, sell a growth oil. Our hair does not grow like that. It doesn't. And I'm going to go here.
I know what you're about to. Okay.
I do not look feminine with natural hair.
Yeah.
Yo, that's a boom. That's a bomb drop right there.
That's definitely perpetuating what our oppressors have put on us for years and years and years. But it's capped.
To recap that though, she said that she does not look feminine wearing her natural hair. Family, do you hear what this elder sister, this elder quote unquote Black woman has said about the hair that is growing out of her head?
The hair the Most High put in her scalp.
This is what I was talking about earlier, what colonization did to us.
Mm-hmm.
That this woman, and the whole time she's speaking about this, she's flicking this hair wig or whatever she got on her head. You see, this right here is exactly what I was talking about. Family, how many times have you come across women speaking like this? This is really sad. She said that she doesn't look feminine wearing her natural hair. Who did this to us?
Yeah. My thing is, though, when we look at the culture that has been perpetuated with the makeup and the hair, who are the people that are promoting it the most? Who is creating all the trends for that? It's literally men trying to be women. Men cosplaying as women are the ones promoting this culture. So for her to say, I don't look feminine with my own hair, I look more feminine with somebody else's hair, and men are trying to look feminine, it's confusion and distortion.
Yeah. I mean, definitely. And just to back up what you're saying, once upon a time, a bunch of caked on makeup, long giraffe eyelashes, long nails, wigs, all this stuff started in the LGBT community. So that's what Dejyah was just highlighting, right, Dejyah?
Yeah.
Right. So that started in the LGBT community with I guess they would call themselves trans, right?
The queen, the queens, the drag queens.
Yeah, right. So this is like the RuPaul's and them back in the day. That's the only ones I saw wearing, these big ridiculous wigs, the eyelashes, especially those eyelashes. People like RuPaul, characters like that, the super long nails, all of the makeup, the contouring makeup, right? They was using the makeup to contour their face to appear more as women. And apparently this woman believes that in order for her to appear more feminine, that she has to wear a wig, but that's not all she said. Let's get back to what she said, what she was saying.
Then coupled with the fact that the hair doesn't grow as fast, no. Some women have the confidence, they have the beauty to be able to pull off a short natural. I do not. I do not. And I think most Black women do not. They do
Can
not.
we pause
And
that?
for a lot of, I know me, I feel pretty.
Yeah.
She believes that most Black women do not have the beauty to wear their own hair. What does that even mean? Like, what are we actually talking about right now?
This right here is that internalized self-hate. This is what she really believes in her mind. These are the women that are supposed to be teaching other women.
Yeah, allegedly the Titus II elder women. Allegedly.
Right. Hold up. That's not all she said, y'all. Let's run this back.
Beauty to be able to pull off a short natural. I do not. I do not. And I think most Black women do not. They do not. And for a lot of, I know me, I feel prettier with wigs or straight hair. I feel prettier. I feel more feminine with hair, wearing hair that mimics another race of people.
Boom. Yo, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. She said, she literally said it out of her mouth that she feels prettier wearing the hair of another race. That she feels more feminine wearing the hair of another race. Family, that is colonization at its finest right there. Yo, this is crazy, man. And this woman, she's an elder woman, so she probably got kids, grandkids, and she's putting that same nonsense into the heads of the children. This is passed down. This is passed down through generations. Historically, it goes all the way back. It goes all the way back. When I'm gonna add this image to the screen, as you can see in this here image, you got the women. They have the women sitting down on the floor. They got their head wrapped up, right? And Dejyah, can you share a little bit of the history of why they had the women wrap their hair up?
Yeah, so it was actually in New Orleans. It was called the Tignon Law. I may not be pronouncing it right, but Tignon. Pretty much the slave owners were like, oh no, allowing them to wear their hair out is allowing them too many liberties. That's a luxury. Like, they're showing off too much. Make them wrap their hair up, and that will distinguish them from the slave class. So it was actually considered like a punishment in a way, or another form of oppression for them to actually cover their natural hair. It wasn't something that was glorified at all.
Right. So, women wearing head wraps is definitely a part of our culture anyway.
Oh, of course.
But they were required to, by law, to show that they were of the slave class. This is how our oppressors, would further demean, our people and our women in particular, by saying that, okay, no, you're not going to uncover your head because we want to make sure that people can identify that you are indeed a slave, a colonized person. And so now today, we have our women doing different kind of head coverings. They literally wearing the head covering of our oppressors, right? And showing that they are still indeed colonized. They have a colonized mindset, right?
And it's deep too, because I did a study on this. It's called Beauty Kills, which can be found on my website, Dejyah.life. But the Indian women and the South Asian women will actually shave their heads and give their hair to false gods, or like that was their form of sacrifice to their god. They would shave their head and give their hair to their gods as a form of sacrifice in return to achieve good fortune, health, wealth, all type of things. And then the people that actually run those hair banks, for lack of a better term, would collect all the hair and process it and sell it to us to put on our head, and we pay thousands for it. and literally they did it as a sacrifice to their god. So is that not taking part in a ritual as well? Like, are these
Right.
also
I
things that
mean,
we're doing?
and here's your website here. And yeah, I remember when you covered this. I mean, this right here, the image that they portray that's supposed to be beautiful. This is being perpetrated by colonizers. This is being designed by our colonizers. And then also too, this is what they are doing is they are taking something that's sacrificed into devils, and then they're giving that to our sisters
Yep.
for them to put on top of their head. And
Yep.
not to mention the fact that also the stuff that's being put on top of their head, a lot of that the hair that you're getting from India and stuff like that, yeah, they go through a process of washing it and all this kind of stuff, but a lot of that hair, it be pubic hair, it be diseased, coming from
Yes.
diseased scalps. I mean,
Yes.
didn't you just get find an article of someone, you know, they head broke out into blisters after finding a wig on Temu or something like that?
Yeah, this sister, she went to Amazon and got a wig on Amazon, and she ended up in the hospital with a infection. Got whelps all over her body in the hospital. Someone in
Wow.
the comments was like, don't they use some of the corpse's hair in wigs? And I'm just like, you know what? That's a valid point. You don't know what you're putting on your
I
head.
mean, it all make money. What is a dead person going to say about you shaving the hair off their head, right?
Yeah,
Now,
nothing at all.
now, can you put that? Can you put that up on the screen? That girl saying that her head broke out into those blisters. Are you going to be able
Yeah.
to share that?
I should be. I think I sent it to you, but I think I can
Oh,
pull it up too.
where'd you send it at?
TikTok. I sent you another video on TikTok too. This mom installed a quick weave on her 1-year-old's head, and everyone was
Jeez,
in
man.
outrage about that
This
because of
thing
that.
is out of control, man. This is what our women are doing to the children because of the lack of direction, the lack of leadership, and the reason why there's a lack is because again, I'm going to bring it right back. Colonization. Our men are not allowed to be men in this world, right?
Yeah.
Our men are not allowed to put their foot down and say, absolutely not. We're not going to allow this to happen within our communities. We're not going to allow this to happen in our families. And this is the law, right? We're not allowed to do that, because the moment that we do that, our women and our children could go to another man and say, hey, this man is telling me what I can and cannot do. And then next thing you know, we somewhere in jail. Next thing you know,
Yeah.
they done coerced our families out of the house because, you know, the sister can get cash assistance, food assistance, housing, everything. She don't need them. Black women do not need black men for anything in this world right now, right? Because they can go to the white man and get it, and not have to listen to him tell her, you know, hey, I don't think that this is appropriate.
Yeah. I actually saw a video like that. This woman got her daughter some weave, and the dad was like, no, like, you're beautiful. Like, why are you wearing this? Like, no. And the wife was actually arguing with him, like, no, she looks fine. She looks better like this. She looks good. And it's like, dang, like, this is really because of what has happened to us and our ancestors and what colonization has done to our minds, we're feeding that into the younger generations, and they're accepting that garbage as well. And it just keeps going on and on and on.
Yeah, I mean, this Dill said that Indians have no morals when it comes to making money. I mean, listen, yo, I can't disagree. And I would say most cultures of people, when they come down to what they going to sell to us, they don't
Oh, yeah.
care.
No.
Because it's like to what you said, I'm saying that I agree, but the vice versa is like, do we have any morals to what we going to purchase? It's like, where is the
True.
morals at there, right?
Facts.
They wearing wigs and weaves in middle school. Exactly, right? This is what's going on. Listen to what this woman said. She done got something I ain't never even heard of this. Malukskum. Wow. Hold on. Let me go ahead.
Because I bought a wig off of Amazon.
She bought it on Amazon. Dang.
That thing looking like monkeypox.
That's what it looked like.
So now I just
So in order for you to look more feminine,
Right.
you got to put somebody else's race, as that other woman said, another racist hair on your head and
Yeah.
walk around with molluscum monkeypox.
For a black woman to look more feminine, she has to put a European or an Asian woman's hair on her head.
because
That's
This
what
is
she has
wow,
to
man.
do.
Amazon,
This is super sad.
and it ended up
Hold up.
And I know that's some internalized self-hate, but listen, my eyes aren't fooling me. I don't look, okay? I don't look that good in any style, but definitely when my hair looks what it looks like, natural. You know how some men, black men, they like a woman natural in theory, but if you put her side by side with a woman with a wig, they would choose a woman with the wig. I think a lot of black
Now where's she getting that from? You see,
It's a lie. It's
where's
literally
she
a
getting
lie.
that from? Like this, right? It gotta be, because it's like they keep saying the same narrative, right? This woman is clearly, family, this woman is under strong delusion and even maybe under some sort of demonic possession from that came through that wig. You
I
understand?
would
And I'm not
say,
even
like,
saying that as a joke. It's for real.
I would say that I too was under that strong delusion. I used to think, oh, like my hair like this is not as nice as the hair of somebody with maybe wavy hair. I used to think wavy hair was like so much prettier than what I naturally had. And so I used to cover up my hair too and would do all
What
type of
what
stuff to
what grade
manipulate it.
what grade of hair do you have, Dejyah?
I would consider this like 4C, 4B,
Right,
4C.
right. So you have the one of the most coarse hair grades.
Oh,
And I
definitely.
and I think your hair is beautiful. I'd rather, I'm just gonna be real. Now, if I saw this, we gonna go to what she said. If I saw Dejyah walking around with that wig on, with that hair hat on, that listen, I'm looking the other way. That woman is under a strong delusion. She,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I could see that she's pretty, but that doesn't matter to me. Like, you wearing a wig, yo, you wearing a wig. Like, I'm good. And I'm just saying this for all of our sisters out there. And I know that some people may be coming onto this video, and they're judging and critiquing what we say, because the general message in the world is, an evil planet is that if a person feels more prettier this way or that way, then they should do it. You know what I'm saying? Despite the origins of it, despite the long-term effects of it, despite the devastating effects on the minds of the people generationally, right?
Yeah.
Despite that, it is actually not even it hasn't served relationships amongst the black community. It has literally gotten us nowhere, right? And so most people are going to argue and give us pushback about what we're talking about. And for those people, I would just say, well, hey, enjoy it. Enjoy
Right.
all of this while you have chance, because in the new earth,
Won't be a thing.
this is one thing I could guarantee you. All of y'all that's walking around with them wigs on in the church and stuff like that, you think you look good because you're walking around with literally somebody else's hair on your head. You have this perception that of yourself, and I want to let you know what Yah sees. Okay, Yah has put the men of Yisrael in position to help bring on the new world. Okay, We are going to be the ones that are going to be in charge of things in the new earth. And what we telling you, what we see, we're telling you what we see. And we're telling you we don't like what we see in this. So this is what I'm gonna let a lot of everybody know. In the new earth, there will be no lace fronts in the new earth. There will be no wigs in the new earth. It's not going to exist.
Yeah.
You're not going to ever go anywhere and you're going to find a wig shop somewhere. It's not going to exist in the new earth. You know why? Because it comes from our colonization. It comes from our captivity. It was brought on due to our captivity. Prior to our captivity, we were not walking around with other nation groups hair on our head through self-hate. We weren't doing that. We didn't have that where you start to love your oppressor Stockholm syndrome. We didn't have that prior to our captivity. So why then would it go on into the new earth? And I'm sorry, fam. I want to just go ahead and go through this video for those that didn't see this yet, because this is extremely filled with self-hate. What this woman is talking about. So we're going to just run this thing back real quick for the people that didn't see this yet.
First of all, it's not the same. White women bleaching their hair or straightening their hair is not the same as what we do. And I'm going to go there. So I know the sister's going to pretend they don't understand what I'm saying. This woman talked about how she had a head full of natural hair. Most Black women do not have long hair. They do not have long natural hair. Black hair does not grow. It does not grow at the same speed as other races. If you are one of the unicorns where you can cut your hair one day and in 2 months or 3 months, you got inches, you know you're a rare breed. When we cut our hair, that's it. It's going to take a little while for it to grow. Damage or undamaged. Drinking water or not drinking water. Why do you think one of the major ways to make money is to sell Black women growth oils? Even from Madam C.J. Walker to right now, you want to make a quick buck, sell a growth oil. Our hair does not grow like that. It doesn't. And I'm going to go here. I do not look feminine with natural hair. Then coupled with the fact that the hair doesn't grow as fast, no. Some women have the confidence, they have the beauty to be able to pull off a short natural. I do not. And I think most Black women do not. They do not. And for a lot of, I know me, I feel prettier with wigs or straight hair. I feel prettier. I feel more feminine with hair, wearing hair that mimics another race of people. And I know.
And I just want to say this before we move on. The sad part about it is that there's going to be some people that listen to this that actually agree with this woman and disagree with what we're saying. That's what's actually sad about what's going on. Let me let her continue.
No, that's a shame. And I know that's some internalized self-hate. But listen, my eyes aren't fooling me. I don't look that good in any style. But definitely when my hair looks what it looks like, natural. You know how some men, Black men, they like a woman natural in theory, but if you put her side by side with a woman with a wig, they would choose a woman with the wig. I think a lot of Black women are on that type of tip. We like our hair natural in theory. We should like it in theory. We like it better on somebody else, but when it comes to us, we do not look feminine. We do not look we do not look pretty. And the Black community knows that we have those self-esteem issues. The Black men and Black women, they know we have these insecurities around our hair.
But why?
And instead of letting us be great, what do? Taunt and pick, and knowing everything that we're going through. Knowing that for real, I don't want to wear straight. I don't want to wear straight hair, but I don't look good with my natural hair. And
someone
the natural
convinced
wigs,
you that you didn't.
They look like, who done it and why. I'm not trying to go to work looking like Mufasa. So I'm sorry if I let.
Yo, man.
So she's going back and forth. She's saying I look more feminine with the straight Euro hair. And then on the other side, she's saying, I don't want to have to wear this. It's self-hate. So it's like, are you perpetuating self-esteem issues, or are you allowing the garbage that was fed to us to be the reality when it's not?
I mean, like she's admitting that it is self-hate. She's admitting, and then she said that she don't want to. She thinks that her walking around with her natural hair makes her look like Mufasa. Yo, this
Hey,
is
we are lions. I love that. The bigger, the better. I can't wait till mine
right,
get bigger.
right. Like it's just the her making it negative to for what grows out of our hair. You wanna try to make it sound like it's something negative. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, well, you looking like Mufasa, you looking like an African, you looking. It's just like how much have you hated yourself? Who have taught you to hate yourself? And this is what Dill was talking about. Malcolm X had a very popular speech
Yeah.
saying this here very thing. Who taught you that it was something wrong with looking like the way that you look, the way God has made you? And a couple of people were saying in the chat, oh, I appreciate the super chat, Art. She's lost and need to be abandoned. I'm sorry. Right. I mean, listen, I don't got a shock look for that. Some people can't be helped, man.
No, I get that. I do. I get that.
We just can't help them. It's just like she's so far gone. It's like this woman being in our communities. Yes, absolutely. We can go ahead and try to teach her correctly and try to correct her, but you could tell that this is coming from a place from a long time, that this is what she has internalized in her mind. I can't help you. You are broken. You need to be when people go through war, people go through serious traumatic situations, you have to be reacclimated back
Yeah.
into who you're supposed to be, back
Right.
into your true nationhood, right?
Yeah.
It's like there is no therapy for this here, man. And I mean, it's like, who you going to go to? You're going to go to therapy for somebody that's literally have a self-image of themselves that is so demoralizing, right? You're going to go to a therapist, and let's just say she gets a black therapist, and the black therapist in there wearing a wig.
Right.
Oh man.
That's why I loved what Faith said when she said, once I loved my hair and myself, then I started taking care of my hair. And it's true. Like, once you truly love how the Most High made you, and you're not looking to the left and right at how he made somebody else, and you really appreciate how he made you, you will start taking care of it. I can speak from experience with that. I didn't know how to take care of my hair, so therefore I hated it. I used to say it was ugly too. I felt that way. But then when I really started looking in the mirror, like, no, the Most High made me special, and I need to be, taking care of what he has blessed me with. And then it started to flourish, almost like a garden. Like, when you take care of the seeds, it begins to grow. And we really
You're
just
right.
have to look at it that way and stop letting this stuff that people have just fed us with for so long, because they actually hate how they look and they want to make someone else feel bad. So, like, let's be
I
real.
mean, yeah, I mean, they have spent centuries trying to convince you that you are ugly, because they really hated the way they look, and they
Yeah.
had to make sure that you hate yourself and change the whole world's perception on what
Mm-hmm.
beauty is. And I like that you said that, and I also like the fact that people were saying about this hair, sister. What about all of the chemicals that you're putting on top of your head?
Yes. Yeah.
Do y'all don't even know the kind of stuff that they're putting in these hair products. You have no idea. And because my family, we founded Hebrew Care, I personally know that some of the hair products have uh baby fetus tissue in it. You understand? Pork in it, all types of insects that they
Yeah.
done smashed up in it. I mean, there
Right.
is some of the most heinous chemicals. Is literally sludge, like the the byproduct of petroleum, you know what I'm saying? These byproduct chemicals that they just slop up and they put it into a bottle that looks real nice, real pretty, and then you're just pouring that into your head, and it's literally causing cancers, mental diseases, all sorts of things. But let's finish listening to what she had to say, because there's some other stuff that I want to say here, and I want to say,
press play,
yeah,
before, like, she's talking about it doesn't grow, right? What you just said is the reason why it doesn't grow.
Right.
That's the reason why. Like, look at what you're killing your scalp. Like, what are we talking about?
Right. So let's finish this out, because I got some scriptures that I want to show right here from this whole mentality right here. It was prophesied that this would happen.
Let the cat out of the bag, and I explained too much, but this is it. And y'all need to stop. Listen, it'll never change. It'll never change. Okay, so y'all can harass us. You can belittle us. You can talk about the hard wick versus the soft wick, X, Y, and Z. We don't care. We don't care. Y'all can put it to bed. Y'all not. The Black community thrives off of abuse. The Black community thrives off of abuse and trauma. Okay, and so it is what it is.
So based off of what she just said, when Brother Art, who did the super chat there, he said she's lost and need to be abandoned. I'm sorry, right? Because she just said it. She said, whatever you say, it don't matter what you say. Yeah. Black people thrive off of negativity and this, that, and the other. She told you ain't nothing you could say to her. She has it stuck in her mind that she looks better with another racist hair on her head, and she knows that it's her internalizing self-hate, but that's what she's going to do because it makes her feel better to appear as someone else. So I want to go ahead and show this here.
Who taught you, please? Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much so that you don't want to be around each other. No, before you come asking Mr. Muhammad, does he teach hate? You should ask yourself who taught you to hate being what God gave you.
So I just had to go ahead and show that clip, man, because this is how long it's been. This is how long it's been that our people have been talking about this. And you got to understand something, family, that before integration, this wasn't as big of a conversation, right? Before integration. Now, mind you, though, Madam C.J. Walker, she brought up Madam C.J. Walker in the video, and Madam C.J. Walker was a person that she created the things that people were using to relax their hair. Okay. And so obviously it was something that women were got into a mentality of thinking that white is right. As a matter of fact, Malcolm X, once upon a time, he was walking around and had his hair fried, dyed, and laid to the side. Right. That's what he would go into if you ever saw the Malcolm X movie, he would go into the barbershop and would be like, yo, I want the fried, dyed, and laid to the side. You understand? So, by the time we get into the integration period, then you start to see this here, it just exploded onto the scene. Of course, it's always been an issue though, since our people have been dragged there, okay, and shown and told that they were ugly and no good, and everything else is better. So yeah, I mean, this is really sad, and we got a few scriptures, but did you have any other videos that you wanted to talk about, Dejyah?
I just sent you the one about the mom who installed the quick weave on her baby.
Where'd you send that at?
I sent that on TikTok.
Man, this is crazy, man. Dang, I matter of fact, yeah, we gotta have to pull that video up. We're gonna have to pull that video straight up. This is sad, family, and we're gonna have to talk about it, family. I mean, I know this is not the kind of topic that normally I will be covering, but I have to continue on talking about the colonization of our minds as a people. And they're doing it to the baby.
I'm on my For You page, and this bitch just gave her 1-year-old a goddamn quick weave. Like,
Use
what?
the language.
A quick weave.
She is so pretty, right? Like, why they him? My girl look fuck good. Period.
Look at the mom though, so it makes sense.
I mean, you see the baby, how she looking at herself. You see the baby is internalizing that right now. She looking at herself on the camera. And her mom is saying, like, look the way she looked, period. She looked good. So now that baby she already is being raised by a mom walking around with yellow hair, which was what the Bible would say if somebody was walking around with yellow hair was because they had
leprosy, right?
Leprosy, right? You was cursed with leprosy. So you walking around with that blonde bleached wig on is showing that you are cursed with leprosy. But because the European has shown you that that is a standard of beauty, now our sisters are walking around with that. And the excuse usually that you hear is that, oh, well, our women can have blonde hair too. You know, those people over there in Australia, they got blonde hair. That's usually what is said.
Yeah.
You know, I got a little cousin has some blonde hair. That's far from the point.
Right.
Man,
and the people with the blonde hair, though, their hair being froze.
Right.
Yes, it's weave.
Oh dear.
Like, look how cute she looks, Lonnie.
In the chat saying, yo, why would you do that?
I'm on my For You page.
Wow,
and this
man.
bitch just gave her
This is wild, man. This is wild. So now I want to get to this here, to some of these scriptures, man. Because, see, this is exactly what we're talking about when we're talking about the scam that has been put on us as a people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Dejyah, you know me, you hear me talk about this a little bit too much because I've been really kind of preparing to share all of this data that I kind of collected, you know, over the past couple of months dealing with the colonization.
Sorry, I was looking at Brother Art's comment. He said, this is what happens when there's no head of the household. I was thinking that too. I was thinking, where's the dad at? But even if the dad is in the picture, what's he going to say? Obviously, he's cool with it because he made a baby with the mom. So I guess this is a look he supports. There's too much brainwashing on every side.
Yeah. And that's what Brother Ark is saying. Through the colonization, through our oppressors,
right?
Men have been, at one point in time, men were being moved out of the house. We know this. We know that this is true. We know that aid, rather it was housing aid, food aid, cash aid, that when you fill out that application, and if a sister go fill out that application and she has a child and she is together with the father, what they would say is, well, in order for you to get this aid, or you to have this Section 8 housing, then that man can't live in the house, which they are already at the lowest income that could possibly be, and jobs are not as available to them, and the school that they went to was considered a failing school for generations, so they may not have had the education to be able to get a higher paying job. But if you did have the education and you applied for the higher level job, then a white person or anybody else would be able to get the job and get it and over you, even though you qualify for the job. And 40% of the time, if your name was on that resume and it sound like a black name, they're not calling you.
Oh yeah, no, it's canned for you.
Okay. So
It's
so
canned.
so now the sister is going to be looking like, well, you're not able to take care of the household. You're not bringing no bread into this house. You're not bringing no money into this house. You know who's going to give me money? White daddy's going to give me money.
Mm.
So you got to go. See, this was something that started I mean, it started back in the I would say 50s, 60s, when this here program of aid first started. Okay. And so that right there, that aid, most countries understand when foreign aid is coming, that is really just colonialism. And
Yep.
what neo-colonialism is just a new form of colonialism where they don't have to physically come into your country to control you. They can use their aid to control you by saying that if you don't take this aid, if you don't do what we want you to do, then we're going to remove the aid. You understand? Other countries, like places in Africa, they understand this, but our people still having trouble understanding the devastating effects of colonization, especially on the minds of our women and our children, let alone our men. I mean, my goodness, the brothers are destroyed. So just imagine how much more destroyed our women and children are through colonization. That's why you see bleaching at an all-time high in various places. Somebody said, Shalom, I remember I didn't know I was Hebrew when I was in the world. I look up online for bleaching cream because I used to hate myself, but Yah made me realize who I am. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Listen, I'm so happy you sharing your testimony, because that right there is going to help wake somebody else up. Right? I tell people all the time when I deal with my testimony, I was out here being a fool. I was being a whoremonger. I was doing stuff that I had no business doing, that showed that I hated myself, hated my people. And when y'all woke me up, I had to abandon all that stuff, and I had to figure out, why did that even become a part of who I am? It was because I wanted to be accepted by society.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Well,
so
no more. I don't want to be accepted by a demonic society. I'm okay with not being accepted by demons.
Yeah, let's go to this here script. And I appreciate you getting on here with me, Dejyah, and going over this subject, because, I know that your platform specifically talks about womanhood. And, with you being, a wife and a mother, there's a lot of things that you had to go through unlearning, and had to go through a process of relearning what it is to really actually be a woman.
Yeah.
And not just a caricature of a woman that is perpetuated through society. So, I appreciate you getting on this platform and talking with everybody about it. And we're going to get into that, but I want to get into through these scriptures really quick. Titus, we're going to start. This is Titus chapter 2. Hey, shalom, Devon. This is verse 1. We're going to start at. It says, "But speak thou the things which become sound doctrine, that the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith and charity, and in patience." Now, brothers, y'all know that that's what this platform is all about. And please, family, if y'all can, please get the likes up, and you know what I'm saying, just say peace and shalom in the chat for everybody that's coming in. Just put peace and shalom in the chat, get the likes up. And if you're enjoying this here content, don't you definitely, I have super chats now. I know some people want to make sure that I see your comment as it's coming in. I'm able to see it a little better if you do a super chat, but for the most part, that's just helping to support the work that we're doing here, which we're very grateful about. But yeah, just put that piece of shalom in there, and we appreciate any and all support. But this here's channel, the Congregation of the Mighty, we are all about making sure that our men, especially our aged men, exemplify this right here: being sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith, in charity, in patience. This is who we have to be. If we want to restore the illness that has come upon us through colonization, through our captivity, we have to be this. It's not a choice in the matter. And furthermore, it goes on to say the aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness. You see that woman that we were looking at and listening to, does that sound like somebody that is exemplifying holiness? That was completely unholy and straight up demonic, if you ask me. Right? It says not false accusers. Not now. She definitely falsely accused so-called black men by talking about that if you put us a woman side by side with a natural hair and a wig, that we just going to choose the woman with the wig. That's a false accusation. Not giving too much wine. Teachers of good things. How is what this woman teaching anything good? To hate yourself. How is that anything good? This literally goes against the Bible, but yet when you go into a lot of these churches, and I'm not here to bash anybody in the church, I'm here to help people wake up and realize something, that how is this right here teaching anything good? Teaching you to hate yourself. There's women in walking around in the churches with wigs on, lashes on, implants. How is that anything good? Who are you teaching? Furthermore, it goes on to say that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children. How is what we were looking at with the sister putting her baby in the wig? How is this love? How is this love? This right here ain't love at all. This is self-hate. This is the complete opposite of what the scripture was telling women to do. And that aged woman was sitting there telling all of the young women to hate themselves. And thus we get to see situations like that with that young mom with her baby putting a lace front and a wig on her baby. But the scripture goes on to say, to be discreet, chaste. You know what discreet is? That means you're not looking for some special attention. What's wrong with being discreet? Why must you have special attention on you? And who are you trying to get attention from?
You know, when they are discreet, they be real discreet when they doing some stuff they don't have business doing. Then they be real discreet. No phone, no case. I know that was going around a lot.
Right. Man. So the Bible gives specific instruction on how our women should carry themselves, and also what they should be teaching to each other, what they should be speaking about. Keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands. That's a matter of fact. Here's a good question. Where is this woman's husband at?
I don't think she has one. There's no way she has one. It's talking about she looks more feminine with Euro hair, in that she's talking about internalized self-hate. No man is unless it's a self-hating man as well.
Out of all of these videos, I'm really wondering, does this woman have a husband? Where her husband at? I mean, this is her TikTok right here. I don't see nothing about her having a husband in none of these videos. And I went through quite a few of her videos. She's on her platform talking about other married couples. Okay, because maybe this sister has really got some real problems. You know what I'm saying? Where is this sister's husband at? Right? Where is this sister's husband at? Where they at? Because if there was a man in the house, that brother certainly will not be tolerating this kind of foolishness unless, like you said, Dejyah, unless he on some foolishness himself.
Yeah.
So when we read scriptures like this right here, it should be eye-opening, and start leading people to correction.
Mm-hmm.
So that the word of the Almighty Yah be not blasphemed. And as y'all know, I like talking to our brothers. It says, young men likewise exhort to be sober-minded in all things, showing thyselves a pattern of good works and doctrine, showing uncorruptness, gravity, sincerity. Okay, so lot of these women that's talking the stuff online, man, nobody's having these conversations for real. Like, I'm talking about real families, married families with kids. We're not sitting around talking about this and having whole dialogues about wigs. No, we talking about how can we restore ourselves as a people? How can we restore ourselves as a nation? That's the real conversation. Right? And that's this whole thing. When you look at what this Sarah sister is doing with this baby, you look at what this sister is doing with this baby. What kind of young woman you think she raising right there? Put in the chat what you think this baby going to grow up to be like. You think that this baby going to grow up to be a good wife to somebody someday? I mean, we could pray that the Almighty Yah has some intervention in her life and put some changing and correct this baby, right? But come on, y'all know it. Put it in the chat right now what you think the baby going to grow up to be at if she continues on this path that her mom is putting her on. Another daughter of Babylon. Come on, family. Sisters, I know y'all out there too. What y'all think is going to be the result? This ain't nothing good.
No, she's going to be like her mom. That's what she's being raised to be like, her mom.
Somebody said a social media influencer. My goodness. A material girl. This is sad. This is sad. Twerking. This is sad. Self-absorbed with no concern for others. I mean, we could go on social media and scroll, and that's all you see is women that are just self-absorbed with no concern for others.
Self-hating. That's another one. She's going to grow up to be self-hating.
But now I'm going to bring out this here scripture, and the scripture tell us exactly what kind of confusion is being created. This is 2nd Ezra 5 and 8. It says, there shall be confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be off sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and mistress woman shall bring forth monsters. This is sad, man, because that's what's being created. That's what this woman is creating here with that baby. She's just creating another monster like herself. The confusion, you can see the confusion in her eyes. She's confused why people are saying that this is wrong what she's doing. But the scriptures told us that this would be the case. But where did this delusion come from? Where did this confusion come from? See, what a lot of our family here, I want to really put y'all on to something real quick. I want to take y'all to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, where it says in verse 11, and for this cause the Almighty Yah should send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. Send who strong delusion? The children of Israel, the people of the world, the people that have chosen the world over the Almighty Yah. So here we go in verse 8. It says, and then shall the wicked be revealed. So let's go into this. I'm gonna go into this. What wicked is going to be revealed? Verse 1. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming up of the Mashiach, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind or troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that the day of the Messiah is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for the day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Right? So a lot of people get this here scripture confused, because the falling away that we are seeing is that there's going to come a day that our people are not going to have any regard for the Almighty Yah. It's going to come a day that our people are going to have any regard or love for themselves, but only hatred. And they're going to hate the ones that's out here telling the truth. Like what we're telling you right now, the truth about our people and how the way that we need to be living right now. That woman that y'all saw in that video, she didn't want to hear nobody telling her the truth of the matter, that you shouldn't be doing that to that baby. See, that's where the falling away is happening at. Our people have fallen so far away from any level of common sense and self-dignity and love for the Almighty Yah. It's to a point right now where wickedness is at an all-time high. That's darkness, what she's doing right now to that baby. And then the other woman sitting there telling everybody that that she feels more feminine wearing another race's hair on her head. This is evil and dark, family. Right? So it says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Right? Then you got people out here talking about the woman is God, that they are gods. If you are God, then why in the world do you got to wear somebody else's hair on your head in order for you to feel beautiful?
Right.
You walking around talking about these brothers be bugged out, walking around talking about the black woman God, and you look at his woman. This woman got the longest eyelashes in the wig all the way down to her butt. How is that God, bro? That's right there, that you holding on your arm is a demon, man. And that must be your God. That must be your God. You walking around with a demon. Yeah, you right. That's your God. That's not the Almighty Yah. Right? Let no man deceive you. Let no man deceive you. Right? Verse 3 again. Let no man deceive you. See, this is the deception. People walking around. I'm talking about straight out witches and warlocks, man. The deception that they got going on in these music videos, putting that into our people's minds, telling them that this is the standard of beauty. Listen to the music, fam. Look at the imagery that they're showing. They got regular sisters that should be married with kids, taking care of home, walking around here with injections and implants and all kinds of deception that they just lathered themselves down in and sewn onto their head. And who's running the music industry? Who's running Nickelodeon? Sickelodian. Y'all need to watch that broadcast. Who's perpetuating this here image amongst our people and teaching you to hate yourself, just like Malcolm X said over 60 years ago? Let no man deceive you. For that day shall come, except it be a falling away first, and the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And that you could go ahead and put a plural on that, because there's many sons of perdition, daughters of perdition. You know what that means, perdition? That means you're hell bound. You're hell bound. Where are you going into the new earth wearing this stuff?
They're not going.
What you going? You think the Most High going to be? You going to be at the gate and being like, oh man, I'm about to get in. And all right, well listen, we got a dress code here. You got to take that wig off. You got to take that lace front off. And you like, all right, cool. I'm gonna take the wig and the lace front off. Okay, hold on. You also got to take them lashes out. Oh, okay, cool. I'll take the. You sure? Yeah, you got to take the lashes off, ma'am. Come on, I want y'all to just rock with me real quick. You at the gate, you about to get in. You know what I'm saying? It's the new earth. Everybody in there getting lit. Hey, celebrate good time. Come on. You like, yo, I'm trying to get up in there. That angel standing there at the door, like, nah, you gonna have to take that wig, the lace front, that lace front. I mean, you're gonna have to wash all that glue off your head. That's defiled. That your whole thing defiled. Like, you can't have that. So now you taking all that off. You taking it. They told you to take the lashes off, and then he looked and he said, "Well, man, I don't know if you could remove those implant things that you got. What is that? Why does your body look like this? What did you do to yourself? Man." Then he look and he see you just covered with all these tattoos. He looking like, yeah, I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't think I can let you in here. This is what did you do to yourself? You looking like I look good. You looking at the angel talking about I look good. The angel looking like I can't let you in there at all, man. I'm sorry. You see what I'm saying? That's why I keep saying that the new earth is going to be virtually empty. You understand? Because this world is filled with girls and women walking around just like that. It's filled with them. Hey, family, please get the likes up too. They're going to be looking like, oh, girl, I'm going to get you a sucker. Listen, man. Those who don't know the word will get a chance, though. Okay. Let's get back to the script, though. Let's get back to the script. He goes on to say, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. Right? Now, I just want to make sure that y'all remember that these are people walking around talking about the day of God, right? That vanity, yes, exactly, that vanity. That's that lovers of themselves instead of lovers of God, of the Almighty Yah, right? And so the scripture says, remember ye not that when I told you when I was with you, I told you these things will come. Christ already said this. Our Messiah already said these things will come. It says, and now ye know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his last time. For the mysteries of iniquity does already work. Only he who knoweth will let, until he be taken out of the way. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Almighty Yah shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. When we take a look at the world today, and we look at all of the imagery that they create, that this satanic world is creating, if anybody following after the image of the devil, of the beast, of Satan, certainly you're going to be consumed with the spirit of his mouth. and shall be destroyed with the brightness of his coming. Right? It says, and with all deceivableness and unrighteousness in them that perish, because there's already been a lot of people that have died over these things, that were destroyed over these things, even back all the way back in Moses' time. They didn't want to listen to Moses. Right? So you don't want to listen to Moses. You don't want to listen to any of the prophets. You don't want to listen to anything that's coming out of the Bible. You don't want to hear nothing. Just like that sister said, y'all could say whatever y'all want to say. This is the way that she gonna rear her hair. That's what she said, right? So what is going to be the punishment of that? It says, and for this cause that the Almighty Yah shall send them strong delusion that they shall what? Believe a lie. Boom. That right there is where the strong delusion and confusion is coming from. It's bad enough to have delusion. It's bad enough to have delusion, but strong delusion? Yeah. Most High is putting strong delusion on these people. Because why? Because you can't tell them the truth and tell them, hey, what you saying is incorrect and is wrong. And so I'm going to go back to it. It says, for this cause, the Almighty Yah shall send them strong delusion that they shall believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not in the truth, but had pleasure in what? Unrighteousness. But had pleasure in unrighteousness. And excuse me, I misquoted earlier, but this here was Paul speaking here. Now I want to go just a few more places. Because I mean, this was a powerful conversation to have, and we got to utilize this situation that's taking place, so in connecting it back to the fact that our people have been colonized and our we've been destroyed. And just as the scriptures say, Hosea, our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Okay. And I mean, what she's talking about, that self-hatred that she has, and what she's talking about, as far as, black women not able to grow hair, that's not true. That's not true. You could grow your hair. The reason why you may not be able to grow your hair is because all of the chemicals that you're putting into your head, because all the damage that you put on top of your head over the years since you was a baby, that your mom was sitting there putting lace fronts on your head, and then she done ruined your whole entire follicles in your head. Okay. And so when we get to scriptures like this, Isaiah 3:24, and it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink, and instead of a girdle of rent, and instead of well set hair, baldness. Okay, that's because of the disobedience. That's because of the disobedience. Appreciate it, X Vision. Finally done working. We're watching y'all the whole time. Brilliant live. Good job, y'all. Appreciate it, brother. And then I just want to wrap it up. I want to wrap it up with this here script. And I'm giving this here. A lot of times when I'm doing these scriptures, family, I always ask that people take notes. Just put these scriptures in your notes so that you have them and start eternalizing these type of messages. Okay. So Ezekiel 16, the whole entire chapter is a bomb chapter, man. And it really lets you see why we're in the condition that we in right now. And this is Yah speaking right here. He says, but thou did trust in thy own beauty and played this the harlot because of thy renown, and poured out thy fornication on everyone that passed by. His it was. Playing the harlot. And in what way? It was the nation of Israel, right? playing the harlot with other nations. Our ancestors, even back then, they were so persistent on wanting to be a part of the other nations that they would assimilate into their culture. And y'all didn't like that. And with them assimilating into their cultures, they will also start to serve their God, their gods. And that's going against the first commandment that Yah has given the children of Israel. And so here it is today, we still doing the same thing, because the moment that you put that wig on your head, you are giving reverence to another God.
Facts.
Because they do rituals over that hair. They do rituals over that hair, and our people just haven't stopped. Yeah, I appreciate it, y'all. Everybody saying that it's an excellent stream. I appreciate it, man. And I appreciate everybody supporting the stream. You know, I had to do this stream. We was actually about to, whip up some dinner, but I said, nah, Dejyah, I think we're gonna have to get on and talk about this here, because this right here is information that people need to know and understand. And if y'all didn't get the opportunity to, please go back and check out the other broadcast that I did just earlier today. As I said, that video, they want to block that video. They're not allowing people to see that I even did a live earlier today. They got it to the point where it's limited on the visibility. And so I'm gonna show just let me just show this real quick.
It's all connected.
All of it is connected. So again, this video is, man, this video right here, you think the stream that we just did just now was great? This video right here is really great as well. It's talking about the long history of forced entry the American way. And in that image that you see there, you got Biden over there, Creepy Joe. Creepy Joe always sniffing kids and rubbing on little girls and stuff like that. I can't say certain things on this broadcast because I don't want to get another strike again, but you know what I'm saying? Like you got the Nickelodeon people, they're doing the same sort of stuff that Creepy Joe was doing. You had Drake from the Drake and Josh show. He was victimized and exploited, and then he grew up victimizing and exploiting others. But this here behavior goes all the way back to the colonial periods, the colonizers who came over here and did the same things. And then they got a nerve to sit back and start complaining about some migrants coming over here and doing that to them, doing the same thing to them that they did to their ancestors, and then want us to put on our capes to go fight against the migrants coming over here. No, that's y'all business. That's y'all business. Y'all go ahead and fight with them. We ain't got nothing to do with none of that. Y'all have given us nothing. We have no might in our hand to control any of these matters. We don't have no community. There's people right now talking about they taking our homes, they moving into our communities. We don't got no community. And that's facts. Where is our community at? Just because we live somewhere, when those people want to come and take your homes, and we talking about gentrification, they come and take your homes with no problem whatsoever. Anybody that grew up in the hood, that grew up in places like Philly, you know what I'm talking about. They come and take the whole community. You understand? So where is our community at where we really own it and we really could tell them, no, you're not going to do this in our community. When they want to move Asians into your community, they want to move all kinds of people into the community that you live in, and those people was opening up businesses and and thriving and buying up houses. What can you do about any of that? But you talking about is your community. No, it's not your community. It's the bank's community. And you already know who runs the bank. And the bank do whatever they want with the building. As a matter of fact, when they was doing that redlining where they was making sure that we couldn't even get into certain communities, who was actually in the community? These people ain't taking nothing but what our oppressors are giving them. These people ain't taking nothing but what white supremacy is giving them. And you can't do nothing about it because us as a people have not taken the opportunity to say, you know what, let's really come together. Let's truly unify and go build our own communities. And we got the resources to be able to do it now, but we choose not to. Even though right now, today, family, we got, when I'm saying we got, listen, when y'all put on my spirit to say to my family, it's time for us to go get land. This happened 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. Y'all gave me some visions. He showed me that we were going to get land, not only here in the United States, but also in Africa. He showed me. And then I went and I told my family, yo, it's time for us to get land. My family said, how are we going to afford to do that? I said, don't worry about it. Yah is going to show us the way. A month, 2 months later, we got land. I told my family we need to get RVs. My family said we can't afford no RVs. A month, 2 months later, we got an RV. I told my wife right here, I said, y'all showed me that that we was going to be among the Gullah Geechee corridor, and I could and in the vision I could see all the way to Africa, and I saw our nation flags popping up over there. Dejyah, am I lying?
Not lying.
And how long after that did we end up in Africa?
Not long. A couple months, few months.
Family, when I reached out to New Breed, I said, Breed, bro, you want to go to Africa? Breed was like, man, I never thought about going to Africa, but let's go. Me, Breed, Elder Shemaiah went out there to Africa. We didn't know that they was going to give us 125,000 acres. We got that right now. We got over 100 acres of land in North Carolina. And the whole time we've been asking brothers, sisters, contribute to the cause. Y'all see, I got the Cash App, the Love No Treasury. Y'all brothers and sisters here been real supporters because most of y'all got love notes. But I'm gonna tell you something. If we really wanted to get back into our homeland where we're not controlled by colonization, where we're not being affected by what's going on with the migrants coming in and being able to possess homes just because they want to, if we really wanted to do something about that, love notes would have been through the roof. We don't even get enough to be able to keep the Love Note website up. I'm being real with you, family. We don't even get enough contribution to be able to keep the website up. Y'all might go to the website and the website be down one day. I'm talking about there's people working behind the scenes. Like I had to say to myself, I'm working too much. I'm working too much. Me and my wife, we was doing the United Nations of Israel. Every single bit of communication that you saw through the United Nations of Israel was 3 people: myself, my wife, and our friend Shataya. We was burning ourselves out. Then we doing love notes. Then we doing. I'm going to Africa. I'm doing Lions Den, all to try to just be able to build up the land in North Carolina. Our people are a people that love oppression, fam. And that's the reason why we still in this condition right now. That's the reason why y'all really mad at us, because we really don't want to unify. And so it's a mental problem that we have. That's the real truth of the matter. It's a mental problem that we have. And I hope that this here broadcast proved that today. And the reason why all of you are here today is because y'all broke free of that mental issue. y'all recognizes that y'all really want to know the truth. That's why you on this broadcast. When I went to Newbury and I said, yo, bro, we got land. We got over 100 acres of land. Newbury didn't have to listen to me. I'm like, bro, we need to go ahead and start building upon this land. Newbury was the only YouTuber at that time that even chose to step up to the plate. Dejyah, am I lying?
Nope.
Family, we've been fighting, but we can't do it by ourselves. That colonized mindset gotta go out the window. We don't got nothing here. Just know that. Just because you got your house, they could take your house whenever they want to. And y'all all know that that's the truth. They could take your car if they want to. And y'all all know that that's the truth. They pull you over and they can impound your car just like that. Ain't nothing you could do about it. They could shut down every single supermarket in your community. Ain't nothing you could do about it. They could do whatever they want to do to you. Ain't nothing you could do about it. But you know what you can do? Start building together with your brothers and sisters. Get out of that's really getting out of the colonized mindset. So family, I appreciate everybody tapping in with us. Dejyah, I'm sorry, I done talk so much and you just sat there and just listen, and I appreciate you. But I want to just go ahead and let all the sisters know that y'all should definitely go to Dejyah's YouTube channel. And it's Dejyah's not a preachy person.
No, I'm an
Dejyah,
uploader.
Yeah, Dejyah's not a preachy person. She really just wants to be able to show who she is by just being who she is. And if you really looking to be a part of a community that that they have she has a lot of interests that a lot of sisters here may have. She over here making almond milk. I think that was what kind of milk was that, Dejyah? Cashew milk. You know what I'm saying? She making juice. She meeting up with Black Panthers and things like this. My wife is really really amazing person, and this is the image that we want a lot of our sisters to just be proud about. Be proud about being a woman. Be proud about your natural hair. Be proud about being a mother. Be proud about that. That's what you could celebrate. That's what you could celebrate. See, look at it. The sister said, I learned how to make cashew milk. Oh, hallelujah.
Thanks,
hallelujah.
sis.
See, that's what we talking about. That's what we need. Thanks for all the streams that help break the mental strongholds from society. Thank you so much, Sister Faith. We really appreciate you.
I want to say too, though, I didn't feel confident and comfortable to even share this side of myself had it not been for my husband, Yawitazah. He was the one that was like, this is definitely a role that should be prioritized. Family should be prioritized. Marriage should be prioritized. And you're actually able to speak about this. And, a lot of women, are seeking to be wives one day, seeking to be mothers one day. So why don't you just, talk about that, document your experience, what you're learning. And I was like, it's a great idea. Like, at first I wanted to talk about mainstream news, but I wasn't feeling motivated to do so. And once I really took this pivot and just started focusing on things that help build up my home and build up our community, I definitely felt more value in that. And so I'm grateful to you, babe, for encouraging me, and thankful to all the sisters that are rocking out with the channel. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm the scriptures tell us to, you have to love your wife as you love yourself. And so, that's what I've always believed in that. And I just know that a lot of the breakthroughs that you have had is because you wanted to have those breakthroughs. And whatever I could do to kind of contribute to your breakthrough, I'm just grateful that Yah has used me to help with that, help you within your journey. And so but it was already there in you, and that's what a lot of brothers and sisters here that are looking to be and wholesome relationships, you gotta be able to find a person that, you know, they may not be perfect when you meet them, you know what I'm saying, but they definitely got the qualities of a wife or a husband, and all they need is just some nurturing. And I'm telling you, it's just like when a seed that's planted, you know, all it needs is some sunlight and some water, you know what I'm saying? And they're going to spring up to be something beautiful because they come from good fruits. You know what I'm saying? So Dejyah, you've always come from good fruits. It's just, you know, just being able to connect with your husband, and then now, you know what I'm saying, this is what it's turned into. So I'm grateful to the Almighty Yah, because I mean, definitely, you know what I'm saying, just being with you has helped me to grow so much more as well. You know, once upon a time, I didn't want to get on YouTube and speak at all. You know what I'm saying? I was always the guy that just was behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all are just learning about me now. Was that
Wade from Kim Possible?
Wade? Okay, yeah, that's funny. I ain't want to be called Wade no more, so I said, nah, I'm gonna have to get on this computer and talk to the people. But a lot of y'all just learning about me now. But you know, I was the dude behind the scenes, you know, talking with brother New Breed. I was the dude behind the scenes talking with brothers like Brandon T. Jackson and various people, and making a lot of impactful things behind the scenes. But y'all, through my wife, just showed me like, nah, you're gonna have to step up in the front and speak on these matters. And so you know what I'm saying? And I mean, maybe that's just what was needed. And so we grateful to be here. We grateful to keep it real and keep it authentic with all of you. And definitely hope that y'all enjoyed this broadcast. As I said, you know, please go take a look at the previous broadcast in order for us to continue on doing these things. You know, I've worked really hard to make sure that this channel gets monetized. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, listen, we got to keep the lights on and things like that. So any support that anybody wants to give, y'all can feel free, hit the Cash App. But really, it doesn't cost anything to like, share, and subscribe. And so make sure you do that on both channels, including the Congregation of the Mighty and Learning as She Grows by Dejyah. Appreciate everybody for joining us here today. Peace and shalom.
Shalom.
Psalms 82, a psalm of Asaph. The Almighty Yah standeth in the congregation of the mighty. He judgeth among the gods. How long will ye judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Salah. Defend the poor and fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and needy. Deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. But ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. Arise, O Almighty Yah, judge the earth, for thou shalt inherit all nations.